Welcome friends. Today we'll be learning about speed and velocity. What is mean by speed and what is the formula for calculating speed. When we say that speed of a car is 40 km per hour, there is no need to specify the direction. We understand that car is moving with a speed of 40 km per hour. But while predicting the weather storm, whether it will reach a particular place or not, we need to mention the direction that is necessary. So in case of weather storm, we need to know the direction as well. So let's see what is the definition of velocity. Velocity is the distance traversed by a body in specific direction in unit time. Unit time means what? You can consider per second or per hour, depending on that you can define the units of velocity. So suppose you can take the units as meter per second or kilometer per hour, like that. So the velocity of a body can be calculated by this formula: velocity equal to displacement upon period of time required for the displacement. So unit of displacement is, we have seen that it is meter, and period of time required for the displacement will be in seconds. So you can write the units as meter per second. If you take the displacement in kilometer, then you can write the time taken in hours. So it will be kilometer per hour is the unit of velocity, or meter per second will be the unit of velocity. So here one table is given where you need to write this formula as well as the units. So write a formula for speed. For speed you can take the, here velocity, the formula for velocity, it is displacement upon period of time required for the displacement. So what will be the formula for speed? While calculating speed, we are considering the distance, so that's why the formula for speed will be distance upon period of time required for traversing that distance. Okay, now what will be the unit of distance? It will be in meter, and time period will be in seconds. Likewise for velocity, you have seen the formula already. Now displacement unit will be in meter and time period will be in seconds. So let's see the example we have seen previously in case of distance and displacement. Let's calculate the speed and velocity for that example. Here we have seen the example of a boy who is going from his home to school. So here in this example we can calculate the speed as well as velocity. So what is the distance traveled? Let's calculate that one first. It will be AB plus BC plus CD, which is equal to 1500 meters. 500 plus 700 plus 300 meters. Now total time from home to school will be 8 minutes plus 11 minutes plus 6 minutes. This time is given here already in the example. Here you can see time required to cover AB will be 8 minutes. Likewise total time will be 25 minutes. Okay, this is in minutes, remember that. Now we have to convert it in seconds or hours depending on the example. Now Ranji's displacement from home to school is AD, which is shown in dotted lines in example. So AD equal to 1000 meters. So we know the distance here, which is 1500 meters. We know the displacement, which is 1000 meters. We already know the total time, which is 25 minutes. So all the things are known, so we can easily calculate velocity as well as speed. So for velocity the formula is displacement upon total time. So displacement is 1000 meters, we have already calculated that, and total time is 25 minutes. So if we divide 1000 by 25, we will be getting 40 meters per 1 minute. Okay, 25, you can divide 1000 by 25, you will be getting 40 by 1 meter per minute. So 1 minute can be converted into seconds, which is equal to 60 seconds. So that's why here 60 seconds is written. 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. So if you divide 1000 by 25, you will be getting 40. 40 divided by 60 seconds. Why 60 second is taken? Because here you are getting 1 minute. 1 minute equal to 60 seconds, because you have divided 1000 by 25. So it will be equal to 0.66 meters per second. So this will be the velocity. Now Ranjit's speed while going to school can be calculated. We already know the distance, which is equal to AB plus BC plus CD, which is equal to 1500 meters divided by 25 minutes. So if you divide 1500 by 25, you will be getting 60 meter per minute. Okay, 60 meter per minute. Now you have to convert minute into seconds, so it will be 60 meter divided by 60 seconds, so which is equal to 1 meter per second. Okay, now here you can observe that velocity is less than the speed. Why this is happening? Because our displacement and distance traversed are different. Displacement is less than the distance traversed, that's why you are getting velocity is less than speed. Okay, so Ranjit did not take the straight route of minimum distance while going to the school. Therefore, the magnitude of the velocity and speed came out to be different. Had Ranjit actually gone by the straight line route AD, then the magnitude of his velocity and speed would have been the same. Okay, now let's see what is average velocity and instantaneous velocity. These two concepts are very important. The velocity of an object can change even while it is moving along a straight line. Velocity might change depending, because it depends on various factors. Suppose that a truck is covering a distance of 40 km from A to D in a straight line. One truck is moving from point A to point D. Okay, so if it is covering a distance of 40 km, which is equal to AD, in a straight line, its displacement will be 40 km. From A to D it is 40 km. 10 plus 10 plus 20, which is equal to 40. So its displacement will be 40 km. If it requires altogether 1 hour for this distance AD, then its average velocity is going to be 40 km per hour, because average what is the formula for velocity? It is displacement upon time required. So it will be 40 km per hour will be the average velocity. However, if the truck traverses the 10 km distance AB in 10 minutes, BC in 20 minutes and CD in 30 minutes, then you can calculate the velocity for these different distances. You know the distance, you know the time as well, which is given. So you can calculate the velocity for these different sections of these different sections. Like for AB you can calculate the velocity, for BC you can calculate the velocity, and similarly for CD as well. So here for velocity for the distance AB in kilometer per hour will be displacement. What is displacement for AB? It is 10 km and time required is 10 minutes. So it will be 1 km per minute. Okay, so instead of writing like that, whenever distance is in kilometer, you have to write time in hours. So what we will do is we will convert these minutes into hours. So 60 minutes equal to 1 hour. So we have to convert this 10 into 60. How we will be doing that? We can multiply the numerator and denominator by 6. So in numerator you will be getting 60 km, and in denominator you can get 60 minutes, which is equal to 1 hour. So that's why the speed is in 60 km per hour. For 60 minutes we have written hour. So velocity for the distance AB in kilometer per hour will be 60 km per hour. Now you can deduce the velocities for the distances BC and CD. You already know the displacement and time as well, which is given here. For BC it is 20 minutes, for CD it is 30 minutes. These displacements are also given, BC and CD, so you can calculate their velocity. Now we see that the velocity of truck is different in different segments of road AB, BC and CD. However, the average velocity for the entire route AD is 40 km per hour. Velocity for different sections is different, but average velocity for entire route AD is 40 km per hour. The velocity at a particular moment of time is called instantaneous velocity. So we have already seen what is average velocity. Average velocity for entire route AD is 40 km per hour. You can calculate the velocity for different sections as well, depending on their displacement and time required. Now, what is instantaneous velocity? The velocity at a particular moment of time is called instantaneous velocity. So you can calculate here the truck is taking 1 hour time, okay, from for reaching from A to D. So you can calculate the velocity, let's say at half an hour time, or after 10 minutes, or after 15 minutes. So we are calculating the velocity at particular moment of time, so it will be a instantaneous velocity for that instant. The instantaneous velocity can be different at different times, okay, so that again depends on various factors. So these will be the definitions of average velocity and instantaneous velocity. Now in next lecture we will be seeing what is acceleration and how to calculate acceleration. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.